Hello and welcome to the news on ICTU-RTV. Coming up in this edition, giving honor to whom honor is due, Professor Jean-Emmanuel Pondy honored at the IRIC this April 10. Get highlights of the occasion in this newscast. Also to come, a project to decongest Yaoundé will soon go underway as persons who will be affected by the said project begin receiving compensation from the City Council. Don't go away. You are welcome back. As you heard in one of our top stories, the distinguished Vice-Chancellor of the ICTU-University, former Director of IRIC and passionate Pan-Africanist, Professor Jean-Emmanuel Pondy has been honored by his former students, colleagues and acquaintances as he takes a much-deserved retirement from public service. The solemn ceremony that took place at the IRIC Amphitheatre 500 featured the book titled Rethinking International Relations from Africa. Details in the following report. On April 10, 2025, Professor Jean-Emmanuel Pondy gracefully concluded his tenure in the civil service, marking an illustrious 40-year journey at the International Relations Institute of Cameroon, IRIC. The farewell ceremony, held at Amphi 500, was a heartfelt occasion during which he was honored with a distinguished compilation titled Rethinking International Relations from Africa, encompassing 746 pages of reflections on his life and the profound impact he has had globally. As a revered author of 24 publications and co-author of several esteemed works, Professor Jean-Emmanuel Pondy has built a remarkable academic and professional legacy. His exemplary leadership has been recognized through his roles as Secretary General, Rector, and Vice-Chancellor at various respected institutions, including Yaoundé II University, IRIC, and currently the ICTU-University. The event was graced by heartfelt testimonials from colleagues, acquaintances, and friends who eloquently expressed their admiration for his contributions to their lives, both professionally and personally. The ceremony was also attended by distinguished figures including Minister Mbela Mbela of External Relations, Minister René Manuel Sadi of Communication, Minister Achille Basilikeng III of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, His Grace Victor Tonye Bakot, and other esteemed personalities. In recognition of their support, certificates of appreciation were presented to the sponsors of the event, with Professor Victor Mbarika among the esteemed recipients. He was represented by his Chief Executive Officer, Cho Derrick, who, along with a strong delegation from the ICT University, came to express their congratulations to their esteemed leader as he embarks on this new chapter of his life. The ceremony to honor Professor Jean-Emmanuel Pondy in IRIC last April 10 highlights the importance of giving people their flowers while they are still alive and can take it all in the emotions. As we get in the following commentary by Ernest Akufo, it could also be a wonderful source of motivation for others.
The International Relations Institute Cameroon, IRIC, Thursday, April 10th, 2025, celebrated the erudite Professor of International Relations and Pan-Africanist, Professor Jean-Emmanuel Pondy. After about 35 years of research and scientific publications, he has successfully published more than 24 books and many articles. At the apogee of his career, this genuine intellectual, astute symbol of humility, embodies wisdom while equally incarnating moral values which he must have gathered from renowned world universities in the United Kingdom, France, and the United States of America. The ceremony of solemn handing over of the mixtures in honor of Professor Jean-Emmanuel Pondy was unprecedented and a crowd puller. Rethinking International Relations from an African Perspective is a compendium of more than 24 books, articles on international relations, diplomacy, peace building, philanthropy, and loyalty. Professor Jean-Emmanuel Pondy is an intellectual of integrity, a fervent Pan-Africanist who believes in the demarginalization of Africa. These are the reasons why the no-nonsense scholar should be celebrated. Celebrating individuals while they are still alive allows them to experience the joy, recognition of their community. This fosters positive relationships, strengthens social bonds, and provides a sense of validation and appreciation during their lifetime. Additionally, it can be a source of motivation and inspiration to continue making a positive impact. Celebrating the living creates positive emotions like joy, excitement, and gratitude, which can have a positive impact on mental and physical health. Being celebrated can motivate individuals to continue working towards their goals and inspire others to admire their aspirations. Some individuals and groups are now embracing living funerals or to celebrate their lives while they are still present, offering a way to reflect on their lives and create a legacy before their passing. In essence, celebrating people while they are alive acknowledges their worth and contributions, fosters positive relationships, and provides a sense of fulfillment and purpose.
On to something else now. The neighborhoods of Mvana and Elikefa in Yaoundé will soon be decongested thanks to a project by the Yaoundé City Council. City dwellers will be affected by the project to decongest some major neighborhoods in the political capital dubbed Yaoundé, heart of the city, will have begun receiving compensation from the City Council. Details in the following report. A total amount of 358,338,077 francs CFA will be distributed as compensation to inhabitants of the Ligefa neighborhood, while 718,100,958 francs CFA will be dished out to inhabitants of the Mvad neighborhood in Yaoundé. These amounts will be distributed to some 1,200 persons to be affected by the Yaoundé Heart of the City project, who have already started receiving compensations from the City Council. The City Mayor, Luc Atangana, while starting the payments on April 10, reiterated that this precedes the effective start of works scheduled for May 2025. While those concerned have been invited to consult the list of beneficiaries with the services of the Yaoundé Urban Council, those whose names do not appear have the option to consult the mechanisms put in place for the claims. Meantime, compensations are done by checks or bank transfers. It is worth recalling that the Yaoundé-Cœur de Ville project aims to decongest the town by reducing traffic congestion in some neighborhoods known for high traffic, with Van and Elikefa earmarked for this phase. We stay with the City Council to say denizens of the capital of Cameroon, Yaoundé, can now boast of having modern public toilets. This thanks to the collaboration between the government and the Cross-Sal enterprise. The center hosting the public toilet was inaugurated this April 11 by the City Mayor, Luc Atangana. Highlights of the ceremony with Louisa Kinyoy.
On April 11, 2025, the Yaoundé Urban Council marked a significant milestone in its urban development strategy with the inauguration of its first ultra-modern public toilet facilities. The project, which is a public-private partnership with Cross-Sal, is set to introduce 26 state-of-the-art sanitary locations across the city. The modern infrastructure that was officially commissioned by the city mayor, Luc Atangana, has numerous key features which include an inclusive design that makes the infrastructure accessible for individuals with reduced mobility, implementation of biofuel waste management system, hot and cold showers, and provision of sanitary consumables. The modern infrastructure is an architectural integration into the city's landscape with focus on safety and energy efficiency. Its economic impact comes with the creation of direct and indirect employment and advertising spaces for local businesses. The Yaoundé Urban Council's adoption of the biofuel system underscores its commitment to environmental responsibility, aiming to minimize groundwater contamination and reduce waste. The project also highlights a focus on local economic stimulation. City officials have expressed their ambition for this sanitation model to serve as a national benchmark with plans for replication in other Cameroonian cities. This initiative reflects the Council's dedication to improving public health and fostering a progressive urban environment.
On to something else now. Cameroon is currently taking part at the 30th anniversary of the World Trade Organization taking place in Geneva, Switzerland. Represented by Cameroon's Minister of Trade, Luc Magloire Bargatangana, the country presented some key points in the trade sector which are a call for concern. Having a secretariat with decision-making powers, getting closer to the people and ensuring multilateral trade systems are some of the points raised by the Minister of Trade. Once more, Luisa Kinyo in the following report.
At the World Trade Organization's 30th anniversary that held in Geneva, Switzerland, this April 10, 2025, Cameroon's Minister of Trade, Luc Magloire Bargatangana, called for urgent reforms to democratize the organization and ensure it serves the needs of populations and developing countries. His proposal centered on strengthening the inclusion of developing nations within the multilateral trading system. He called for effective spatial and differentiated treatment, allowing these countries greater flexibility for industrialization, and stressed the need for equitable distribution of trade benefits. He also urged inclusive dialogue to address trade tensions, particularly those related to custom tariffs, and reaffirmed the importance of multilateralism in navigating current global challenges. The minister emphasized the necessity for the WTO to evolve from an elitist body to one which is focused on development, advocating for a stronger secretariat with regional representations to better integrate state aspirations. The minister's proposals were met with widespread approval from WTO member countries who praised their relevance and the efforts of Cameroon's ambassador in Geneva. The upcoming 14th Ministerial Conference, scheduled to take place in Yaoundé from March 26 to 29, 2026, was anticipated as a pivotal moment for shaping the WTO's future.
And that report from Lisa Kinyoe brings us to the end of this edition of ICTU-RTV News. Thanks enormously for your attention. Have a wonderful time in our company. God bless you.